Faster, a little faster. Oh, you want to do some? You want to do some? Okay. Who's this?
One of mine.
Yeah, you.
For those of you that know this place now, since you've been here, there's a program of volunteers that can happen indiscriminately. In other words, all you have to do is just show up, but you have to, get their schedule, etc. Well, listen, who won? I still think we almost won, though.
We did win, man. Everybody won, man.
I know it. It was fun. All right.
Let's talk about you and the time you have left. Is that you're very, very articulate on paper. I know you can speak very well. The days of school left are quite limited. Right now, I think that if you can just work yourself through these remaining days by making some contributions to this class with just your talent. Now, what that translates out to is tomorrow, I want you and Josephine to be part of an interview with the superintendent of the school district. During this interview, you'll basically be informing him about the value of what you've done. Now, you could just talk in generalities, or you can be very specific and talk from your own experience of how school life was for you, has been for you, okay? I want you to be clear, crisp, precise, like you usually are when you're on.
Okay.
Josephine? Huh? Okay, tomorrow both you and Letha will be together, okay? With regards to this interview. That's why I want you both to have a quick huddle and write it down. What you want to communicate and what you want to ask.
Hello, Dr. Ganella. My name is Josephine Lasowski, and this is Alita Farr. We're representing the Wilderness School.
How are you?
Okay, thanks.
What are some of the interests that you have in the wilderness program?
I have a major concern, and it's a concern that I have about programs of this type. Are you learning? Are you really learning science and math and English? It's easy for you to tell me you're having fun in doing this, you're working with Reno, and you're working with programs, you're going camping. My concern, and concerning your parents, are you learning math? Are you learning science?
It's not like, we have an algebra A-B class or something, like in the regular school at Jefferson, okay? Instead, we budget our funds and we write out checks and people bring receipts.
You learn math by keeping ledgers?
Yeah, and we, go through a whole system with
But
the
does the whole
cashier
class
office.
do that? For example, you're doing that. How do you learn math in the class?
No, we switch up. Everyone gets to do.
Everyone gets through the
Yeah.
ledgers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody has a chance to do something.
How much writing do you do every day?
Well, you write in your journals
You
every
write in your
day.
journal every day. You sort of keep a history. What do you do with your journal when it's finished?
Well-
You publish it?
Not necessarily. I mean, that's your journal, okay? You like a diary. No, we give it to Rings like at the end of the week or something like that,
Okay.
and he checks it.
And he checks it, what you've been doing. And is
Yeah.
all your activity in there what you do for the week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All programs, all classes depend on the teacher, who the teacher is. The teacher makes or breaks the program. And that's why this program is so successful. And that's why I really have supported it.
We don't have a lot of time left. I had all kinds of people come up to me and says, well, you got to teach this class next year. I don't have to do anything. Chances are I will. What you have to do is understand that you just get what you can each day, and then it just might all get blown away. And that's it. It's the quality of experience. Now, we have a young man here this morning that will talk a little bit about his life. This is Colin Waters, a former student of mine.
I wrote something. It kind of has to do with what you was just talking about. It goes, backs turned, money burned, everlasting lessons that must be learned. Being cool, life is school. Sometimes it takes you for a fool. abandonment, money spent, sometimes behind on rent, or maybe even revelation that might have been heaven sent. Crisis, loneliness, and fear of your last breath. The only certain things of these are taxes and debt. Like when you're up there on a event and you're going for it, the only thing that you're certain that's gonna happen is you're gonna die one day and you're gonna pay taxes. And I think that in looking at that and seeing what do you have to lose, and you see what you have to lose, nothing, you're gonna die, you're gonna pay taxes, so why not go after what you want? I never would have even sat down to write any of this if I hadn't been challenged by it by coming through this class.
What I've learned this year is confidence. I'm serious. I'm scared to try anything once, but thanks to Reams, he built it up. I just needed someone to keep telling me, you can do it, you can do it. I want a job. I just want to be on my own, do things for myself. I have enough years ahead of me. I'm still young. But if I do it now, I'll have less to worry about.
I experienced things that I never thought I would do, like dealing and working with people. You know, that was fun. Like ropes courses, I'm just glad I'm part of the team. Joshua Tree was fun too. It gave me a chance to learn like a lot of stuff. We got the chance to rappel down off cliffs. And I never knew I would be able to talk to the mayor of Daly City and City Hall. And I don't know, I'm just glad I'm in this class.
Well, it's a lot of responsibility taking care of the money and, you know, paying off the bills. Like the Green Tourist, if we pay off that bill or if, you know, we waited too long for that, we wouldn't have had a bus. The one thing I learned, I guess, the most was to make a commitment and keep it. You know, going to people I'd never even met before, like Pack and Save, and committing myself or committing the class to do that work and then, you know, following through.
When I first got in the class, I didn't really care, you know. It wasn't like no big deal what happened. And then, like, I got in here and I started, you know, when I started getting in here, I looked at everything and I looked around and I said, man, this shit's gonna be hard. After a while, you just started doing everything. It was easy. You just kept on doing it and your attitude just kept changing. Now I can do anything I want to. All I gotta do is do it. I mean, I got a chance to go to college this summer, take art classes for free, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, man, I think it was bad, you know, all the trips we all spent together and shit. I think we'll all be able to remember that one day, you know, 50, 65 years old, sitting and retired in the chair and call each other, hey, remember at Joshua Tree? You know, yeah, all right. We'll be able to remember that for the rest of our lives, man.
Calgin?
Yeah.
Michelle? Manny? Letha? Giuseppe? Yeah. Brett? Joey? Jesse? Larry? Kevin? My man Bruce? Lisa, Maurice, Ray, Don, Thais, Maria, Josephine, Mike Davis, Brian, and Dave Lopez.